Hey guys, welcome to the Phase 2 software setup tutorial so I can show you exactly how I do Phase 2 of this strategy. Before we get into that, today is Friday. On Wednesday I updated the site to add the new title, to add the new terms to the title and a bit of content. I'll just show you really quickly. So the title, I'll show you. We updated the new title to the new terms and the meta description, of course. I added these blog posts, so we've got the title of the blog posts, which are the terms that we're going for. Article content, images, these go to, that's a product. So very nice. And a video. That's it. And the title with our words in a link. Perfect. But this morning I just checked our rankings, and basically for the 13 terms I've chosen, we're already on page 1 for each of them. So there's one. Formal dresses Brisbane, formal dress shop, page 1, formal dresses Melbourne, page 1, formal dresses Sydney, that's page 2, formal dresses Australia, that's page 4, year 12 dresses, 391 million competing pages. Page 1 with an indent, thank you very much. Formal dresses, what page are we on? That's on page 2 already for formal dresses with 500 million competing pages. Formal dresses year 12. Page 1 already. Graduation dresses Australia. Page 1, Year 12 graduation dresses, page 1, Sydney formal dress shop, which is a very powerful term. Where is it? There you go there, page 1. Paddington formal dresses gets a lot of traffic. Page 1 already. Formal dresses year 12. Page 1. So there you go. That's outperforming my expectations by a lot. And we haven't even gone into phase 2. Yesterday I did, I think, 3 runs of RSI with the original terms that I put in a month ago. When I do that, I was just getting my Google accounts ready for today. So what this video is about is showing you how to set up the process for phase 2. So these are now all the terms that I want this site to rank for on page 1. I've recorded these to a text file, obviously. Now, during those searches that I just showed you, I found internal pages that I didn't even know existed on this site, and the terms they are ranking for, which are these ones here. So I'm going to send anchor text links to these internal pages as well. So in this text file I've got the video that I want to put on the blog posts inside RSI. So I just grab the embed code for that video, which I'll use. These are the images I'm going to use in the RSI content. Here is the article content, which I've already spun. So to find the article spinner I use, just go to rsi.guru/download. There's article spinner there, and the iframe generator, which I will use right now. And I will put one of the new, actually, one of these new blog posts. So I'll grab that link, put that in the iframe generator, and scroll bar, yes, generate, copy it. It goes in my text file, put that there. So now I've got all the content I need. I've got article content, the iframe for the page I want to load, images here, and the keywords. And since RSI uses HTML, if you're not a HTML guru, there are tons of free online HTML editors like this one, html-online.com/editor. So you can, if you want to put an image in your blog post, click on the image and put the source. So where are my images? I like, luckily that image is already around 600, so that's fine, but for images going into RSI, like the width of 600, but that's close enough. So that's the image there. Here is the HTML for that image, so I'll put that there. That's exactly what goes into RSI, and I'll do the same for the next 3. I think I'll only put 2 images on. So the next one will be delete image tab. See, now this one's way too big, so I changed it to 600, and it constrains it perfectly. Thank you very much. So that's the image content I'll use. I'll just put that under there for now. Okay, so here we are with RSI software. I've created a new project called Hot Phase 2. Hot equals House of Troy, the business name. Now the instructions in this window are very important. By the way guys, I'm doing this video while there's construction happening on the property next door. So we've got the domain, the link to the domain, then we have a token, and inside the token we can use spin text, so we can rotate different. What the token does is creates the anchor text for this link. Whoops, it's gone. So you have the link, then you have the token, and inside that token we can rotate anchor text using spin text. So that's exactly what we're going to do now. Now the big question is, how many links can you put in this window? Technically you can put 1,000, which would be ridiculous. In terms of SEO, the basis is that you need to make your linking look as natural as possible. So the more links you put in there, the least natural it's going to look. Like, the idea is to create content with as few links as possible but getting maximum bang for your buck. If you put 1,000 links in there, you're basically wasting your time. whereas you could put in 5 links as many times as you like, and they will be more natural and therefore more effective. So keep that in mind. More projects with less links give you more bang for buck. A little bit more time, but we've automated the heck out of this. So that's where I'm up to with the quantity of links you can use. So let's get back into how the links work. So the root of the domain is so I've got 16 keywords here that I want to rank. I'm going to split them into 4, so each root domain has 4 keyword phrases in spin tags along here. I'll do the first one. So what I'm going to do with this project is split this into 2 projects. Because I've got 4 links down here I'd like to use, each of those with their own anchor text. The first project will be the root with these keyword phrases, and then the second project, which will be identical, will just be named different, will consist of different links. Will have these links and their own anchor text. So I'll do one project with the same content. It'll be all the same content, just 2 different links. So that means I'm keeping down the size of the links in each blog post that goes out to WordPress, Blogger, Tumblr, then WordPress, then Blogger again, and then Twitter. And that will be distributed to hundreds of entities, of course. So instead of doing one project with 8 links, I'm going to split that into 2 different projects, so each project only has 4 links. Hope that makes sense. So I'll pull that together now, and I'll come back. Actually, I'll show you how I do the first one. So spin tags, put the bracket, pipe, delete, end, pipe, delete, end. That's 1, 2, 3. So one more, pipe, delete. So that's 4 phrases, and I close that off. That goes inside the token. Close that off with the closed token bracket. That's how I do the first one. I'll do the rest and come back. Okay, so I've got all the links set up with spin tags inside the tokens. Oh, I can see that one's missing the closed token. Okay. Copy that. Paste in the software. Too easy. Okay, so the blog title, we can use up to 30 characters. We're limited by the character count in Tumblr, and in the article window you can use spin tags, text, basic HTML. There you go. So for the title, it has to be under 30 characters, and we're going to use spin tags. So in this instance, it's going to be easy. It's just going to be formal dresses, and then in spin tags, Sydney, Brisbane, shop, Melbourne, Sydney, Australia, etc. So that will be dresses, pipe, shop, pipe. Actually, I'm going to change that to formal dresses and gowns. So we're targeting 2 main terms there. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4. That's actually too long. That's 25. So I'll get Okay, so that's 20. And that space is, so that's 21. I have to remove Australia. It's too long. So I'll replace that with... There you go. Perfect. Each of those variations of syntax will still be under 30 characters. Sorry for that noise. Now what's also cool about this basic HTML editor is whatever you put in the right hand side will be reflected in the left, so it shows you what your blog page will be like displayed when you put the HTML over here. So I'll just start doing the content that goes in here. I'll build it in here first and then paste it into the software. So I'll go back to my text file. I'm going to start with the YouTube embed, wherever it is. There it is. Paste that there. I'll put one of my terms in there. Next, an image. Go down a couple lines. If I want a bit more of a break, I'll push it down here, or here. Now I'll put some article content. I'll put the article content using Spintax in via the software, because it's entirely possible if I put Spintax in here, it will strip it in this side. So I'll put my images. There's my Spintax there. Okay. So I'll copy this, paste that in the software. Now I get my spun article content. Too easy. Test the Spintax, make sure it's all okay. Very cool, that's about it. Now, in phase 2, and of course, you'll remember in phase 1 of this project, I only ever used one account at a time while doing this process. And that is 100% true, but now I'm going to use 4 accounts, which means that with the first Google account, it will go out and create a Blogger blog. It will then create a Tumblr blog. It will then go back to Webmaster Tools for Google and add that Blogger blog for rapid indexing. It will then send those RSS feeds out to our database, which will then, that content will be redistributed to our blog network, etc. Then it will log out of that Google account, log into the next Google account, and repeat the same process. And then it will do the same for the next Google account, and then the next Google account. And then once it's completed that, it will print a PDF with all the links to all the content created on each Google account and supply you with a PDF. Thank you very much. Now, you can do this too. To add more Google accounts to the right hand side, you will need to purchase access for that ability to happen. And the reason we did that is we had to, if we didn't put those limitations in there, people would be loading up here with thousands of accounts and destroying our network. So this keeps our network alive for as long as possible. So during phase 2 of this project, I'm going to be using 4 Google accounts each time I run a project. And if you look back up here, I've got 2 sets of links. So I'm going to create one project with these 4 links, which I just have. then I'll do the same project again but with 4 different links. That's how I'm going to do it, and we'll see how that goes. So far my strategies have been working far better than I anticipated, so I'm expecting some very, very cool results. So that's it. Click next, start work, and then that will go out and create all that content. Now this is phase 2 of this process, and then phase 3, once we've got all of these terms, they're all on page 1 now, but most of them are on page 1 now. Once I get to the top of page 1, which will happen within 1, 2, 3 weeks, then we'll come back and we'll get into phase 3, which is going to increase our traffic, but mainly sales, another 30% again, maybe more. Okay, so that project is finished, and using 4 Google accounts, that's exactly what the PDF looks like with all those links to all that content created. Thank you very much. So what I'm going to do now is restart the software, copy that project to a text file, and then duplicate that entire project, except I'm going to swap out the links at the top for the second set of links, which are these ones. So these were the links going to the root. Now these are the links with the anchor text that goes to the internal pages, and we'll go from there. I'll show you exactly how I do that. So new text document, new links. Pull up the new project and put these, copy this content from here, copy the title. Too easy. Now I just create a new project. So I'm going to call this one Hot Phase 2 2. So I'll grab my new links. Title. Content. And that is it. Now I'll run that again with 4. I'll do it now. Too easy. Now I'm going to run each of those projects twice a day for the next week, and then we'll come back and see the results again before we enter phase 3. Now I fully expect within 2 weeks for those rankings I showed you earlier to be at the very top of page 1, and then phase 3 consolidates those page 1 rankings by pushing down the competitors below the fold, and I'll show you exactly how we do that in the next tutorial video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.